takes us to the Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. And M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. And off we go through a driving rainstorm here in Baltimore. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. This game will start with a throw on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up second down. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Oh, I play young man.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
On kick return, man.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
I'm going to play some.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Jackson. That's caught, Derrick Henry. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and 9. From the gun, Jackson. This one, it's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but That's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike. Man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Come on, Derrick Henry. You got to get it.
4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Jackson looking to throw.
Oh, I just threw a picture. Oh, yes, he dropped it. Oh, yes, he dropped it. Oh, yes, he dropped it.
And it'll
I
bring
know
up
he
2nd and goal.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And this one, blown up. Good surge, drop up. Loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Right there, get the fuck out. He ain't still in the thing. He ain't shortstop. No more. I'm shortstop. The first pick of the 8th round of 2024 draft. That's called the 6th.
Here comes the rookie, Quinshon Judkins. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this.
They come for the ball. Fuck that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Shador. That one
Yo,
too
it's a
far
goal.
out in front to be
Big
brought
help
in.
on the
And
ball.
it's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Oh.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70, 70.
On third down, Sanders. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On 1st and 10, Jackson.
Oh, I did a lot.
Oh my God. Please no walk. Open. What am I doing? Ball game. On. Look at y'all. Oh, y'all want to quit.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Bateman.
Man, that was a touchdown.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
Don't go home. Please don't go home. Oh, my God. Oh, you can't throw it. Yes, it's going to save. Oh, my God. But he got thrown out last time. Boom, I hit the double bull, got throwing the fuck out. Oh, fuck.
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Now Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Touchdown.
Let's give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
2nd and 11. Jackson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead, despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
There we go. Touchdown, baby.
Durham Smythe. Touchdown, Ravens. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This taken at the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where he'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hey.
Buffalo 18, 19 Wyatt.
Who up next? Oh, damn.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Forced out wide. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
The RPO.
Time after time.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Why you niggas really stop it?
Let's go. 60 by 6. 60. 60. 7 by 18.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Short throw
Bro.
taken by Pitts.
Come on.
And he's going to pick up the first
Come
down.
on.
He
He
knew
fell
where that
on the
marker
first down.
was and made sure he got beyond it.
Cougar 19.
Oh my
Hawk
God.
70.
You
Hawk
fucking play
70.
every time.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Cleveland.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Dragon 60. 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
The throw is Sanders. That's taken in. It's James Cook. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Arthur's at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Range, 18, Mustang 19.
Now, Shador. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points.
Fumble, look at me, fumble, man.
A bit of a letdown.
Stop pausing the game. What you keep pausing the game for?
Going to use the first of their timeouts here, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
So So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Kevin Byron.
Now, Sanders. That's into the
Oh my God.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback.
And he'll take it on in. Bo Melton. Touchdown, Browns.
Fuck.
On now, Cade York for the point after.
For the extra point.
His kick is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 10-7. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. On the run to the right. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Sanders will throw it. That's caught left side by Pitts.
Come on, man.
He's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
Just sit on that bitch. That shit was so
They gained 18 yards on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
First and 10. Here's Sanders to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hey, kids, go.
Throwing Throwing again is Sanders. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Viking, 18. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's going to be caught.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets, put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates.
Sanders going to throw again. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins.
Oh, Watson.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
60, 19, 70.
To throw again is Sanders. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Come on, Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles, 60. Warriors 70.
Again, it's Sanders. This pass caught by Judy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cleveland.
A gain of 12. And the Browns.
Viking 18. Ready, ready?
Run with Cook. And that one's going to be thrown down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
From the gun, it's Shador.
Yes! Woo! That probably was a walk-in touchdown.
Pass is incomplete. Misconnect trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield. Now it's going to be third down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos, Buffalo, 60 Bobcats, 60 Dragon, 60. Go.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Beckham. And the Browns are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. 19 yards. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60.
It is brought in the end zone. Bo Melton. Touchdown, Browns. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now it's York for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Browns are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
40-yard line.
Jackson up top again. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Again, it's Jackson. Moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he is going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And yes, that'll get it. 1st down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up 1st down.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. but I also can't hold on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Now Jackson, forced to his right. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We're going to find out pretty quickly how aggressive this head coach wants to be here, Mike. All the analytics say on the plus side of the 50, you've got to go for it. You have to take advantage of this field position and try to come away with 6. Big decision here, and I think they've got to go for it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
He'll find his running back, Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throw here's down the field. It will fall. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. That's Tylan Wallace back to return. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Look at that, slipping across his body and connected. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 14 on that play. One play, 1 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd down. Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
Now Jackson on 4th down. Pass over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Ravens' 1st down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Put it in the air, throwing up, let them know we getting here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new.
This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. To the air one more time with Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, my God.
Is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Jackson now. And I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are right back in this one.
And with time...
Oh. One guitar, fine. Oh, he hit Trey. Bonus round. Bonus round.
Out on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
So it's a